We are very fortunate today at Arabic Hour. We have a very special program. This is Professor Dino Borri from the University Polytechnic di Bari in Italy. He has conceived, led, and engineered a super program called Phoenix that we will talk about, which brings many Italian colleagues who have devoted their time and their knowledge and expertise in an effort to produce a super program of reconstruction of Gaza. When the world turned a blind eye to what's happening in Gaza, our colleagues in Italy have been at the forefront of making a concerted effort to present their expertise and their knowledge and their resources in the service of the people of Gaza. Welcome, Dr. Borri, a good friend of mine. We go for a long time, and I'm very proud to have you with us. And today we're going to spend as much time as you can give us on the fantastic Phoenix project that you have spirited and led and continue to inspire people. So if you would give us a bit of a background about yourself, Dr. Borri, and the Phoenix project would be fantastic.
Thanks, Atif. Thanks a lot. I'm honored to have you as a friend, an extraordinary friend of the Polytechnic of Bari. So I'm really happy to be with you in this moment. Really, we discovered the Gaza Phoenix plan in the context of a presentation made by colleagues from Birzeit and some representatives of the communities, Gaza communities. So they had prepared at the end of the year 2024 the Gaza Phoenix, which is fundamentally a strategic plan prepared by them, and they asked us to read it, and if possible to select some sectors, some fields in which the Polytechnic University of Bari could help them to prepare projects for the implementation of this strategic plan for the reconstruction and redevelopment of Gaza. You know that strategic plans are the frameworks, multi-sectoral framework, a multi-sectoral framework that need to be implemented by projects. So we read this Gaza Phoenix, and we went rapidly in tune with this strategic plan, and we became to study some fields that were clearly fundamental parts of this strategic plan, like water, energy, electric energy, water problems, and housing. Fundamentally, these three sectors attracted immediately our attention, and they were also emphasized by our friends from Palestine, from Birzeit, and from the communities of Gaza. So we started to create in the Polytechnic University of Bari a group of persons, professors fundamentally, in these sectors, both in the field of energy systems, in the field of water engineering, water devices, and so on, and in the field of housing. In the field of energy engineering, we had a colleague of us immediately who said that he was very committed to this kind of help. Massimo La Scala, he's a full professor of energy systems, say. In the water field, in the water engineering field, Michele Mossa, they are both engineers, civil engineers. Michele Mossa is the main scholars in the Polytechnic for water systems. He is the head of the big laboratory of sea hydraulics, sea movements, sea equations, and so on. Is the biggest laboratory, the biggest so the place where you can simulate the water movement in Italy, and probably one of the biggest in Europe. And then in housing, we had for housing we had the collaboration of Loredana Ficarelli, who is a full professor of architectural composition in the School of Architecture, not School of Engineering. She is a specialist of how to say, classic architecture, traditional architecture, in the area, in the MENA area, following the tradition of the founder of the School of Architecture in Bari, Claudio D'Amato, who's from Rome. He was from Rome. He founded the school in 1990, and he was a very skilled specialist of how to say, classic architecture, the Hellenistic world from Egypt to India, and still now the school has this kind of imprinting. And Loredana Ficarelli, she's part of this group. And then there is Caterina De Lucia. She's an economist, a young economist that Atif Kubursi knows very well. In the University of Foggia, in the northern part of Puglia, she has the chair of financial science of finance economics, financial economics. She's a young econometrician with a lot of ability in mathematician. Then Angela Barbanente, a planner from Venice. She's the head of the Italian society, academic society of planners, still now. This group, small group of 7, there is also a person, a specialist in transport engineering, Michele Tomanelli. All these full professors have behind them their group of young scientists, associate professors, researchers, PhD students, and so on. So these groups of 7, 8 persons, which was recognized formally, officially by the rector some weeks ago, which is unique in Italy, like a group of interest of the Polytechnic of Bari, of the whole Polytechnic of Bari, for his, how to say, moral commitment for Gaza. So this was a statement, an official statement of the rector of the Polytechnic of Bari. So we are in 7, 8 persons who work for this project in the context of a so-called third mission, without any payment, only by how to say, third mission according to the Italian law, the academic law, which means that we have a space for helping people, nature initiatives. So we are working in the space of the so-called third mission fully recognized by the Polytechnic of Bari and this rector. But then the group grew, and now we are in 25%, 25 full professors of the Polytechnic of Bari in all sectors, with geologists, mathematicians, biologists, and so on. And around this 25%, there are 20 professors coming from other universities in Italy and abroad, like Atif or Abdul Kaki or other professors, economists, also from Jerusalem, and other places. So this is an international group. Fundamentally, the group of experts has now roughly 55 persons who are all working for the analysis and the reconstruction of Gaza.
I'm just going to ask you, Professor Borri. I attended last July a fantastic conference that you organized at Polytechnic di Bari. And you brought a large number of experts, the chief engineering architecture, the chief architecture engineer, the chief mechanical engineer. And what was really also impressive is you were able to bring some of the political leaders, the deputy of mayor and mayor of Bari, the governor of Puglia. It was an incredibly rich and very empowering and high caliber people. And I am going, if you don't mind, and if you give us the permission, Professor Borri, I will share some of the pictures that I took from that meeting. And it shows how committed and how valuable some of the discussion and subjects that they were things. And I understand that you will be next month organizing another gathering in Bari.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yes. We will have a second seminar on July 9 and July 10, 2 days in 2026, while the first seminar was only 1 day. As now we have a lot of participants, many participants, because the projects are going on, and so we decided to have a seminar of 2 days. And there are also, as in the first seminar, there are also a political session starting to start the technical works with the president of the Regione Puglia. Now the president is not the same that last year's, but there is a new president. But we hope that the strong commitment to in support of Gaza and Palestine, expressed by Michele Emiliano, the last governor. Atif, you remember, you were there, so
yes.
you remember the strong discourse, the strong words pronounced by Michele Emiliano about a strategic plan for the southern Mediterranean by region Puglia. He said the region Puglia is in the southern part of Italy, in the extreme part, and we had to have a strategic plan to have part of this area of Albania, Greece, Palestine. He had a vision, a strategic vision. And we hope that also Antonio De Carlo, the new governor, will in some sense will be in tune with this kind of vision. But anyway, we hope to confirm also in the second seminar this commitment in and that also the the things that were have happened in the last year can be the foundation of this new season, still more oriented to the work, to the implementation of the work. Also the Apulian aqueduct, the Acquedotto Pugliese, which last year was in some sense which is the biggest aqueduct in Italy, public aqueduct. 4.5 million persons are the users of the waters coming from this really big aqueduct, which is 100 years old, and it is completely public. Last year, Acquedotto Pugliese was in some sense like an observer, but now the new president, the new structure, the heading structure of the Acquedotto Pugliese said to his units, water hygiene units and engineering units, that they can be completely with the group of experts of the Polytechnic University of Bari and the other university in providing projects for water, both for drinking water and for wastewater, and so they are working with us, with their laboratories, which are, for instance, specialized for geological water coming from the falda, because we have a lot of pozzi, of drills in southern part of Puglia. There are, the province of Lecce has 250 drills that are monitored every day for the quality of. They have laboratories and so on, and we are working, trying to have a, how to say it? We say digital twin, because the situation is very similar.
Yeah.
And we hope that we can be we can provide in some sense suggestion. We can get suggestion and provide suggestion, but now we are trying to have a location of this water in the Gaza Strip, in order to understand if they can be again operational, with water monitoring continuously according to the protocols, and they can have water useful for population. So there are a lot of also institutions, also the SIAM, the Centre International de Haute Étude Agronomique Méditerranéenne. They have a unit in Ramallah, and the unit in Bari, the SIAM Bari, is completely with us in this kind of adventure. It's specialized in agronomy, also advanced agronomy, precise agronomy, like they call it now, precise agriculture, with their laboratories. They are in the outskirts of Bari. The institute was founded in 1962 by Aldo Moro, with other laboratories other 3 laboratories in Europe, in Zaragoza, in Cagnes, Greece, and in Montpellier, France, and then Bari in Italy, and while the command center is in Paris. And the Secretary General is a professor of the University of Bari, Aldo Moro, the School of Agriculture. Now is the Secretary General in Paris. And he is an important part of the SIAM Bari also. So we feel ourselves strongly supported, but also by the SIAM, like from the Acquedotto Pugliese, the Apulian Aqueduct, and so on. So it is not only an academic an academic group; it's also an institutional, which is very surprising.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that is important here, and I'd like to see your comments on it. You chose this project under the name of Phoenix. Phoenix is a very symbolic thing about a bird that is burnt and then comes alive again. It's a very telling. In a very special way, it's
Yes,
very
it's
expressive of what Gaza is going through. How did you come about this, and what are your ambitions here?
no, the name Phoenix was given to this strategic plan since the origins by this original how to say designers of this strategic plan. They called it Phoenix plan, Phoenix strategic plan. Now on the desk there are other strategic plans like the Egyptian plans, also the United States strategic plan, like the RAND plan, the Palestinian Authority plan. There are a lot of strategic plans, but really the Phoenix plan, probably the first one, built by the local communities of Gaza and the universities, local universities, is one of the more how to say, more visionary in some sense, and more reasonable. Even if we read something in the last few weeks written on foreign affairs by a famous professor, economist from Harvard, which mentioned the Gaza Phoenix, the Egyptian strategic plan, the RAND, without mentioning exactly the name RAND, which is in the story of strategic plans in the world. Like in the 50s, they developed the Delphi method for understanding in California, Santa Monica, this think tank. This group of scholars they did not mention exactly the RAND, but they did the U.S. strategic plan. They mentioned this kind of three strategic plan for Gaza, and in some sense they try to having some discourses about the future, privileging in that paper the market-led solution. But anyway, we don't want to be part of a political in some sense, because this kind of choices have to be left to the local forces, local values. But we are reading this. Of course, we are paying attention to what is moving in the discussion about the implementation of this strategic plan. But we want to be useful with preparation of projects, preparation of a project, how to say, providing some new efforts for existing projects, working at 360 degree for the implementation of reconstruction and redevelopment. For instance, one of our experts, David Naso, who is a system theory professor, a young system theory professor, very skilled, is developing, and he will present at the second seminar his analyst robot to analyze the materials, the debris, in order to help in selecting materials, finding space for reconstruction. It's a very interesting contribution, and we decided to put this contribution in a new a new streams of the conference, of the second seminar, called the Science and Computation. Because some colleagues from the Polytechnic of Bari working in this effort for the Gaza reconstruction are providing a new idea in, how to say, systems theory, mathematics, artificial intelligence. So there is in some sense, an interesting coupling of basic projects, and also for the reconstruction, housing, water, energy, and also new ideas for knowledge economy, knowledge-based economy, knowledge-based situation, and integration of tradition and innovation in this effort.
Dr. Borri already collated and collected these, and you published a book about the contributions that people put. And one of the most fundamental and interesting ideas that Professor Borri and Professor De Lucia, and I was part of this, we reframed the idea of reconstruction. We said that reconstruction has the connotation as if rebuilding the past, whereas this is an opportunity. And what was really impressive about the contributions of our colleagues in Polytechnic University of Bari, that we want to see how we can use the most advanced ideas and concepts and practices in engineering to the situation in Gaza. We are not recreating the past, we're recreating a better future. Can you elaborate a little bit on this?
Yes, the redevelopment, you mentioned, Atif, you mentioned strongly this word, this distinction. I remember that Katerina and I discussed it with you long for understanding. You are perfectly right, according to our view, that not for forgetting the need of reconstruction, but also and mainly for designing a new future, because things are changing in the political space, but also in the technological space continuously. And so in this place, which is so like Gaza and Palestine, so linked to the history, has this deep roots in thousands of years. We think that this is the just place, the right place to have a conjunction of this important past, this important tradition, and this new generation of knowledge agents, cognitive agents formed in the universities, and the local universities, and the local. We think that the redevelopment, with you, we think that the redevelopment can be the right term to say in briefly, shortly, this kind of challenge, of vision.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the most interesting contribution in this thing that came from this conference is that what we need is not reconstruction, we need redevelopment. And development today in the new literature from the Nobel Prize winner of, the basic ideas here is development is about freedom. It's basically making sure you enable, you empower people to exercise their choices. And that's the exact concept that we are buying it here, is that this framework that guides this, that the people at University of Bari, Polytechnic of Bari have come up, is that we want to emphasize building skills, building capacities, allowing people to exercise their choices. So to a great extent, this is not just reconstruction, this is redevelopment. And that's exactly what the spirit of this whole Phoenix project is.
Yes, I can add something that probably can be useful to know that for instance in the last few weeks the university An-Najah from Nablus from the An-Najah University, we had contacts with them, probably motivated by our work on the Gaza problem, and we are now in strong contact with them in order to create a partnership in many fields of studies. Partnership for research, for laboratories. We are trying to learn from them and from their skills. I remember, for instance, a splendid program in civil engineering based on biological analysis. Some years ago, I was there for some lectures, and I was impressed by the abilities, for instance, statistical abilities of these PhD students who at the time were studying cancer in the Jordan Valley, in the women of Jordan Valley, depending from water, from the quality of water, studying the clinical reports in personal reports in the hospitals in Palestine. So it's very interesting PhD programs for water, from quality of water, medicine, very advanced. I was, and we can learn from them, and we want to create some laboratory there. Our laboratory, we have some laboratory in that field, biomedical engineering and so on. We hope that this kind of cooperation, of partnership, can also be part of this effort for Gaza. For instance, Atif, Valeria, we know Valeria Monno. Valeria is a full professor in civil engineer, a full professor in the Polytechnic University of Bari, and she's now in strong contact with the colleagues in every day. And you know her, Valeria is part of this small group leading group of Gaza, the Gaza project, the Gaza seminar, and the contacts that are appearing between the University of Foggia, Caterina De Lucia, and the Polytechnic University of Bari, and the An-Najah University Nablus are very promising, and I see them as how to say, a result also of our effort for Gaza. The things are like systemic, are becoming the connections are appearing in the field of knowledge economy and technologies and so on. Also beyond the reconstruction needs, so going toward the redevelopment model you are suggesting.
Yes, exactly. And the beauty about it is this collaborative effort and creating the engagement of local experts. So you are not just coming from University of Polytechnic University of Bari. You're trying as much as possible to create engagement and collaboration from local universities, An-Najah, University of Jerusalem. I mean, to a great extent, Al-Quds University, you are creating local capacities. And how successful do you think you have been in this?
Atif, we are discovering, not we are creating, we are discovering local capacities. We have to learn from them.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is being very modest, but the beauty about it is that you're not thinking of only what the people at Politecnico di Bari would do, but also to what extent you can mobilize local
Yes, we can
expertise.
mobilize, we can learn. it is an interaction effort, which is like a Paretian. You are an economist, Atif. A Paretian effort. All take advantage from this cooperation. No one is damaged. The classical Paretian solution.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the issue here, not too many people around the world have come around like the way you guys in Italy have come. I mean, it's something that people from the region, feel very proud and very energized when we see our colleagues in Italy have come to with the helping hand, with the expertise, with the commitment. And they're all volunteers, as you said. Nobody is being paid, nobody is being coerced. All of these people have come so willingly and so generously with their time, their knowledge, their expertise. This is something we're very proud of.
Thanks, Atif. You are a friend, our friend. We are honored to have you as a friend. These are good, gentle words.
No, but this is really the absolute truth. Now, is there any effort to bring other expertise from Europe and other parts? I know that you've already done something, and I tried here in Canada. But what the Italians have done is really a precedent setting, for others to emulate. Has there been any effort to bring other people from different universities in France, in Spain, and other places?
We have to work on this terrain more. We have, of course, contacts and also pieces of UK universities and Swedish universities and other universities in Europe. But you are right, we have to still work on this terrain. In the last hour, 1 hour ago, I was speaking with a young colleague of mine, she is the head of the Knowledge Media Institute in Milton Keynes, and she's an engineer, civil engineer, but like an informatics also. She's the head of the knowledge KMA in the Open University in Milton Keynes. I was trying to convince her to work on how to say optimal research of agentivities community in artificial intelligence. Artificial agentivities, which can emulate this extraordinary community of this world, so ancient world, where community are so important. And I was trying to motivate her to studying in some sense the structure of this old communities in order to emulate them in artificial agents, in order to compete with these challenges. For instance, organizing decisional communities for deciding where the school has to go, where this new housing complex can be organized. So the future is to have strong communities, local communities who decide. And as the effort is extraordinary, it's big. In the next years, these communities will have to operate continuously for the redevelopment, for the reconstructions. So they could operate also assisted by how to say models, structures, supports, also technological support. So I was trying to motivate her to open a line of research in the Knowledge Media Institute in Milton Keynes on this kind of this special institute for knowledge media. But you are right. We have to expand, especially in Spain, and Spain is so linked to Italy, and in other Greece probably. But we are in the second year of the effort. We hope that the next months will be also fruitful, also with your help, Atif. Your help, the help of friends like the friends I am meeting today here.
Yeah, whatever you're doing, guys, you're doing so great. My contribution or others have been very minimal. But let me tell you one thing that I found out. Anytime I brought up this idea of what you're doing, people were absolutely enthused and were very anxious to know more. Are you feeling that there is really response outside other places in Italy and outside, that people beginning to feel that this project is worth pushing, developing, expanding? Has there been a positive response from people who you were on TV in Italy? How was the response to that effort
No,
that you?
the in some sense, some of the polytechnic, we have three polytechnic in Italy. The Polytechnic of Milano, one units of a group of professors, full professors of the Polytechnic of Milano started a cooperation with the Gaza project, the Gaza strategic plan.
Excellent.
And so they will be in Bari in July 9-10 in person. Yes, I think that the effort, our effort is in some sense now observed, and but also the publication of the proceedings, like in the last year, we will publish a second book of the journal Plurimondi, an international journal, an international forum for research and debate of human settlements, a journal which was founded in 1992 by the University of Rome one and the Politecnico di Bari. And we published the first last year a special issue on the first Gaza seminar. We will publish the second volume in the next few weeks, few months. Also, this kind of journals can help. This kind of means can help us in how to say, making these efforts known to our colleagues. It's not easy because we are in some sense absorbed by the work. So we in some sense we need time for doing all these things. Also the trying to bring person progressively with us in the academic world, but also in the institutions. For instance, we hope to have help in the near future by firms in Puglia working in the field of satellites and so on. Because also this kind of work can be useful to this effort of redevelopment. Some niche of technology oriented firms in this kind of strategic field.
I mean, the publication is quite important. You and I, as professors, we know very well that if you were to publish something, especially in journals that have a very established tradition of refereeing, it is a vote of confidence that this work is not really just simple contributions, but they are rooted in very acceptable and solid academic basis.
Yes.
I mean, it really is. And I heard from colleagues of mine who probably heard about it or saw it, saying that, wow, we did not expect this project to be producing the kind of engineering, economic, and other work of this quality and caliber. That was a vote.
I hope, Atif, that also the second special issue of Plurimonde will have publishing the proceedings of the next seminar of July 19. We'll have the introduction by the head director, which is Enzo Scandurra, professor in the University of Rome 1. He was the founder in the 1999 of this journal Plurimondi, and he opens with 2-3 pages the proceedings of the first seminar of the last year, and in Arabic, because he said me, I asked him, please answer, you have to introduce the works of the first seminar. And he said, see, but I don't, as the journal is in English, he said, no, I cannot, I don't want to publish in English. So please, if you translate my page in Arabic, I will do. So this issue is opened by in Arabic.
This comes to an end. We are very fortunate to have Dr. Dino Borri with us and to review the objectives and achievements and aspirations of a fantastic, unique, innovative project that brought our colleagues in Italy and in Palestine and other areas to work together, trying to see to what extent they can contribute to make this disaster that has befallen on Gaza a promising project. And I must say, I am so thankful, Dr. Borri, for you and your colleagues for this initiative, this very important initiative that I would be more than happy to see that it's emulated and supported. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for all your contribution. Thank you and your colleagues for the incredible project that you have brought to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Atif. Thank to you, to all of you. We have your strength, we feel stronger when we are with you.
Oh, thank you. This is too kind of you. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.